Right. Quick overview of a new update. I just totally forgot to stream exploring the Genshin Rail, but I went around and I unlocked all teleport waypoints and opened chests I found on my way. Ignored a bunch, but opened most of them. I'm gonna do the abyss in a moment. The abyss itself seems fine, but floor 12 is peculiar to me. Not because it seems super difficult. There's two parts of floor 12 in particular which are worrying me. Of course, the last abyss, 36 starred for first time ever. From now on, I mean, I'll try floor 12 from now on. Obviously, since if I can 36 star, then I should be able to 30 star consistently. Yeah, so I'll do anime. First thing on the update, first thing I did was reformulate my teams. My Yaimiko is now a Hyper Bloom Yaimiko. I got sacrificial fragments from Banner. I don't remember which banner, to be frank. How the fuck did I get this? Regardless, the Eye of Perception curse has been broken. 3 sacrificial fragments. I brought this one up to level 80. We'll take it to level 90 at some point for the EM on this Hyper Bloom Eye. This used to be Viden's Hyper Bloom set. But Viden is now in Chevrolet's team. I'm trying to get better crit damage, but obviously the cat bounces out her crit rate to 65% is pretty good. You don't really ever need more than 75. Unless you are really, really reliant on those crits, like Garnu. Like, if you're a Melt or Vaporized character, then yeah, you're really reliant on those crits, so you really want them. But it's fine for Raiden. Yeah, I want to improve my crit damage with her, but that's been side graded. What? Put to the side, what? Because I want to get Ascension Chevrolet C6. This is my current jangling. Pretty damn good crit split. Bennett, this morning I upgraded him, so he now has an on-prem. I need to crown his burst at some point. I upgraded Zhangling's burst a bit, because plenty of diligence talent books from Chenyu Vale and more to go. So, be able to improve Zhangling's skills even more. I am starving for more now, that's a concern. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, Gamming, or Garming, or however. He is so much fun to play in the trial. So much fun. And also Jianyun. I'll get her on a rerun. I don't need her. Like, she'd be really fun to have, but I don't need her. I'm not willing to take the risk. So, if she was a dedicated Garnu support, I would get her. And I do think, the thing is, her current kit is really good for the game. It's really healthy for a game. It's really fun to use, it's reasonably powerful, it works with a wide variety of characters, it's just great. And there's a 4-star on her banner which loves it as well. It's a really well-designed character and well-designed banner. Except for Nahida fans. But I just don't need it, but I don't think it should have been her kit. She should be a charged attack support, like I've said before. She should support Garnu. Her kit doesn't support Garnu. It just doesn't. You could use her with Farina Garnu, but there's not really any reason to do that. Just use Jean. No reason. Or possibly even better, use Charlotte and then Kazuha. So I feel like her kit is really good, and there should be a counter release that has it, but it should be her. She should be a charged attack support. We don't have a charged attack support in the game yet. Yunjin doesn't buff charged attacks. Normal attack damage. I also went ahead and I organised my teams. The only ones that have changed, I don't remember when I last streamed. I don't remember if I had my Raiden team when I did. But this is it now. This is fucking crazy strong. This is the number one strongest build in my account was Hyperbloom Neuvillette, closely followed by Hu Tao, whose team I've renamed to Marketing Strategy. And Hu Tao is on par with Scarlet Thunder here. It's inconsistent. If Hu Tao crits on every single attack, then she is better, I think. But she only has a 52% crit rate. And so her damage is more inconsistent. And there's more risk associated with it, of course, because if we're going up against a boss who can take down John Lee's shield, then we're fucked. We basically just, we can't use Hu Tao, it just won't work. But Raiden's team here is just really fucking comfy to use. ER is not a problem, because Raiden has so much energy generation, and 3 pyro characters. That's why he switched Zhang Ling over to Deathmatch, because she doesn't need Favonius. Chevrolet's is so comfy to play. We have 2 healers, 2 really good healers. And so the team tanks very well. And because Chevrolet's is C6, she also heals the entire party as well. So this is just a really fucking stacked team. 1 Raiden charged attack does a little bit more than 1 Hu Tao charged. But obviously Hu Tao's skill lasts longer than Raiden's burst. So it's really hard to tell who is better, but they're on about equal level. I do think Hu Tao has more elemental coverage though. But yeah, both of these teams are fantastic, and I've made room for new teams, which I had before. Room Service, Noelle. Noelle is on the trials, and she fucking sucks. In the trial. I was really disappointed by her. She is on the trial. She doesn't have Goro or Yunjin or Farina supporting her, but she still is like a built character on the trial. She fucking sucks. She was awful. She was dealing 2,000 damage per hit, 4,000 on a crit. Which, in a trial, is really bad. For like regular combat, if she was level 70, not fully built, that would be fine. But that was in a trial, so she had really good artifacts, really good weapon, some constellations, really shit damage, really shit. And obviously, Goro and Yunjin would improve that, but I was shown clips of her dealing 40,000 damage every single hit. I now know that's clearly the whale setup. I've restored Tartaglia National. Am I ever going to use it? Probably not. Of course, my Tartaglia is not built, and he isn't going to be for a while. Brought back Garnu 3 team. And I thought of this team. Am I ever going to use it? Probably not, but it's there. Right. Really should have done this before all that talking. Yeah, I'm doing this for Chevrolet. If you can do this once, then we're going to go run the abyss, and then we're going to do this again.
Witness the power of the wild rain outlines your fate.
This is a really good way to observe how inconsistent my how the damage output is due to a crit rate. Sometimes I'm able to one phase.
Quietly now.
Solidify!
Heal. I was going to get rid of rain swords.
This realm. If you ever. This realm.
Right now, I'm desperate for XP books, so I'm buying up XP books instead of artifacts. Is this worth it? 200,000 a week. 200,000 a week is decent, but it costs everything. This completes one of Daya's sets. Oh yeah, I have Daya. I don't think I streamed that. I think I posted a video of me pulling for C2 Raiden. I personally think Raiden. I don't think Raiden is like super cracked OP. Like she is C2, and she is only just as powerful as Hu Tao's team. To show how powerful Hu Tao is. Granted, Hu Tao is also more well built.
But where are those
Aside
who
from crit rate,
share
Hu
the
Tao has
memory?
more crit damage.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Yeah, so relative, Raiden isn't built as well, but also Raiden is high level, so. And Raiden gets transformative reaction. I shouldn't give credit for that. Yeah, Raiden C2, I think this shouldn't just apply to her burst, this should just be universal. This should... Does it even apply to, like, burst's initial damage? It should apply to just her entire kit. It should apply to her normal attack, it should apply to her skill, and it should apply to her burst initial cast and her burst's attack.
Who share the memory?
Her skill does not deal a lot of damage. It really doesn't. It does not deal fucking any damage unless you're using a Shepherd's Team. If you're not using a Shepherd's Team, it's like one of the worst damaging skills of the
Rain
enemy.
outlines your.
I'm gonna wait for this. Raiden's skill is good for electro application and the extra elemental burst damage, and also for hyper bloom triggering. Did I already say that? It's only good for actual damage output when it's on a Chevrolet's team. Fischl does like 5 times the damage. And my Fischl is nowhere near as well built. Right, the Daya set is complete. One of the two.
Mercs camping in the wild rely on banners and weapon racks to protect themselves. Normally, any reasonable merc will know to keep their distance when they see another group's banner. However, if a not-so-reasonable person insists on approaching, that's when the weapon racks come in handy.
I tried using Daya for Berger Neuvillette. I was really excited about it, especially since I'd heard people say Daya is really good for Neuvillette. No. Just no. Daya doesn't really work with Version because of how her skill works. She really sucks at Version. You really are better off just using any other Hyper Bloom character. Even like Fischl is better than Daya is at Version. Fischl is better at Hyper Bloom than Daya is at Version. She just doesn't fucking trigger them. They just sit there doing fucking nothing, and it feels like they are triggering randomly. Like, they do happen sometimes. Sometimes it happens really well, and sometimes it doesn't happen at all. It's far too inconsistent for me to consider using it. Crisp and low heat.
This realm is...
Oh, they changed this. We don't need that. We don't need a filter this fucking complicated. It's crap. Right. What was the other one? The one I haven't got a blueprint for. Fragrance. So this is actually, like, they added in this filter, but this actually just makes it takes longer now to find the furnishing I want, just because there's more fucking screens involved. Right, jolly good, that's another day it gets gonna be done tomorrow. Enough time has passed we can go fight this guy again. If they give us a triple here, then we're done. If he doesn't, then I have to do one more fight. Right? Yes. I'm still really struggling to figure out what characters I want on the Nilu team. No matter what, I know I can make a good Nilu team.
Let me
The problem is I just want to make like my best one, because I want Nilu's team to kick ass.
Gotcha. You are about to get diced.
Also, compared to Raiden's team, Blue Tower takes a lot of skill. Obviously having to
Quietly now.
dodge cancel and everything of that sort. And playing with low health. So there's advantages and disadvantages of both teams. Though we got 3, jolly good. Thanks game. The other pointer though is that I think the Raiden team has more space to grow. Raiden herself can have a way better artifact set. I mean, so can Xingqiu. Xingqiu does not have a great set. Also, it's not even upgraded. I keep forgetting that. I probably should upgrade it. But yeah, I can still send Chivalries to improve her damage output and her healing. Bennett and Zhang Ling, I really should. Like, they're obviously characters which just deal raw damage and don't use transformative reactions aren't as great for leveling. But if you're gonna level a pure damage character, it is gonna be Zhang Ling and Bennett. Bennett, obviously, bait attack improves his damage output as well as improving damage output of all his teammates, and it improves his healing. So it's just really good to level him, and Zhang Ling is jamming. So you really should level her. Right, this is Abyss. Is there any artifacts you want to swap? Hazelwood, do you have... You have a light set. Okay. Did they add in the artifact loadout system in this update? Actually, I just remembered that's a thing. Did they do that? Is this the same set I have currently equipped? Huh. So I know they wrote an algorithm. Does this mean that this is indeed like the best possible set I have? Well, I would hope it is. I'm glad we're getting to the same conclusion. Alright. Vaporize damage. Just a lot of guys. Just a lot of them. Hydro and Cryo. Hydro and Cryo, Alright. Haven't gotten to run this team in anything meaningfully difficult yet. Novelet or Hootau? Novelet or Hootau? I should take the opportunity to test out how well the Imiko Hyperbloom works in the Abyss. Alright. Yep.
There is no escape.
Another
Let's
test.
light it up. Hands where I can see them. Final warning. Nice and spicy. Hey, everybody stand back.
I don't know why they did this rotation.
Shine down.
The wrong test.
Yeah, don't ask me why I did that.
Justice will prevail. Why do they never miss? Teamwork is dreamwork.
Okay.
Let's light it up. Eat this. Out of the frying pan. There is no escape.
The thing is, that team is inherently problematic. It does so much damage without Raiden even using her burst that I don't want to use her burst and like waste it, because it'll just one-shot anything it hits. And then I don't get to use this energy regen feature. There's actually a problem that the team is simply too fucking powerful that I'm too afraid to use the burst and not get its full value.
Let's get down to business.
Why is this floor feel so fucking weird? This is just some feeling weird for some reason.
Let the mighty be humble.
Everyone hold it.
Alright, there you go, there's Yamiko Hyperloom. That worked. Oh yeah, this is gonna get me XP books. Alright, let's not... Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work on Raiden's burst. But that's also healing. Alright, well, Raiden gets nothing.
Boba, get them. Illusion shattered. Final warning.
Right,
Inazuma shine
use it.
eternal.
But that guy got deleted.
Shine down.
Ah, it's just come down. Not a great reaction. That's alright.
Venture. There is no escape. Ha ha. I'm going in. You're toast. Nice and spicy. You have shine down. Now you shall
Use it.
perish.
Get me back. Even if it's barely anything.
The wrong test subject.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine. Right here.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Motherfucker. Also, there's a glitch with Novelet going on right now, which
I
is
see
really
everything.
annoying.
The wrong test subject.
Right now. Right here. Hey.
Right? Yeah, there's a glitch with Novelet right now, which is really annoying, which is making it so his beam sometimes just doesn't appear. Sometimes the beam is invisible, but it still deals damage. Sometimes it is visible, it doesn't deal damage. And sometimes it is invisible and it doesn't do damage. I just don't know what's going on with it.
Let's light it up.
But there's something going on.
Hands where I power shines eternal.
One shot?
This body.
Yep. Was that 245,000?
Illusion shattered.
What? Oh, I love this team. It actually feels just so fucking good to play.
I see everything.
Right, this is the whole drug.
Let my name echo in song. Right now. Emerge.
Be sanctified.
Anyone else wanna, yeah, come on up. Alright, well, we got my heal. My dream attempt, that was weird. I don't know why that floor felt so weird. Okay. Yeah, of course. Okay. Viden's team. Electro, Pyro, Dendro. Oh, is Viden team a good idea against that? I usually use Novelet for that, don't I? The mech could be dangerous for Viden. Oh, we're fine, okay. So Novelet, top half. Viden, bottom half. Alright, for this floor I think we actually want healing, just in case.
Hey! Make yourself a move! Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Well, that's already
right here.
massive chunk of damage. Right, let's not even burst. Yep. Didn't even need to use burst. Alright.
Shine down! I'm going in! You're toast! Nice and spicy! Drop your weapons!
Ah, shit. Why am I fucking up?
There is no
Basic rotation.
Stop right there! Illusion shattered!
Don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not focused.
Everyone hold hands! Strike a pose! Let the world come alive! Right now, emerge, right now.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
Hey! Emerge. Right now.
Okay. I think Novelet just took loads of damage at the end of that there.
There is no escape. The teamwork is dreamwork. Let's. Justice will prevail.
Almost fucked you up again.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
Wow. Holy shit. I cannot emphasize enough how much faster that was than when Hu Tao does that. Hu Tao takes longer than that. Hu Tao takes like 2 rotations for that. I think. More than 2 sometimes even. Okay, that was a lot. I don't know, but that's fine.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
Let my name echo in song.
Okay.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Brilliant. Oh god, I love Vapor Bloom.
Illusion shattered.
Yeah, of course.
Drop your weapons.
Overkill.
Nice and spicy. Let's light it
My
up.
worst enemy.
Adventure time.
Okay.
Hey!
Look at that! Didn't
There
fuck
is
a
no
rotation.
escape.
We don't need to use Rhino Burst. Don't even need it. Okay, 75% animo bonus, fuck you. Okay. Blazing Axe could be a problem. Pyro Cryo. Hydro Pyro. That's scary. What can we do to deal for that second half? Pyro, Cryo, and Hydro. The unfortunate thing is just that Ryzen doesn't deal well with Pyro shields. At least I don't think she does. And obviously the Pyro characters do literally nothing. So it's entirely reliant on Raiden to get through that Abyss Mage. There's an Electro Slime which Raiden also will do nothing against. But then Novelette. Hydro will counter a Pyro. And then Dendro, Nahida will cover Hydro. Cryo, we will have Yaimiko to deal with. Okay. Okay, Raiden top half. Of course, I'm deliberately just ignoring using Hu Tao for this one, just because I want to use Raiden. Yeah, that's a lovely thing about actually having loads of teams now. I actually get to. My team previously, the teams I run are my only options. I can't run anything else. But now, I actually have choices. I might have briefly forgotten this is the defense stage.
Illusion shattered. Justice will prevail. Stop right there. Drop your weapons. Final warning. Everybody stand back. Torn to oblivion. There is no escape. Drop your weapons. Hands where I can see them. Let's light it up.
Yeah, that went really well. Alright, this is a bunch of slimes. Because slimes. Oh, there's small slimes.
Strike a pose. Time to shine. Right now, emerge. Hey.
Let the mighty be humble.
It's a bunch of little bit of slimes. Okay. Sure. I thought they'd be big slimes. They're little slimes. Okay, they're trying to make easier Abyss. What's going on? Why are you making Abyss easier? I'm okay with floor 12 being easier, but... And also, yeah, that's specific, so also I'm fine with that, but...
Shine down.
What's going on?
Going in.
Why quit the checkers?
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Fortunately, the Stir War Impact isn't great for Raiden. Oh!
Shine
Oh, there's
down.
2 waves of you.
Boba, get them. Justice will prevail. Final warning. Let's light it up.
What the fuck am I
Everybody
doing?
stand back. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
So disgusting. Was that fast one? Who would handle it? think so.
Everyone hold hands.
Alright.
Right now.
No Karina
Right
yet.
here.
Silence!
Hey! Right now. Right here. Let the world collide!
Bow your head. Be sanctified. Justice is blindsided.
Alright.
Shine down! Let's light it up! Nice and spicy! Stop right there! You asked for it!
I don't know why I
Illusion
keep doing
shattered.
that.
I'm going in! Let's light it! Eat this! Boba, get them! Torn to oblivion!
Well, this fight's gonna be over before it even starts.
Ha! Everyone hold
Another
hands.
test subject.
I heard you.
You're amazing. Okay, there's a lot of enemies.
Echo in song! Right now. Emerge.
The times beckon.
That your ideal of them?
Out of my sight. I see everything. Right now. Right here.
Oh, why is that bug happening with Novelet?
Out of my sight.
Why is that a thing?
Everyone
That's
hold
another
hands.
thing that's been happening, is that
Emerge. Right
he
now.
sometimes doesn't bother absorbing source water droplets. That literally breaks his kit.
I see everything. Emerge. Right here.
Be sanctified. Silence!
Body. This is Her
What?
Majesty's gift. Everyone hold hands. Shower me with praise. Time to shine. Emerge. Right now.
Oh, man. Let's go at her.
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Purging transgressions.
Alright. Now, floor 12. I'm confused about this floor. Overgrown Breacher Primus, I think Raiden works really well against that. Raiden works well against that. And Raiden works well against that. Ruined Serpent. Ruined Serpent is weird. Because how does that boss fight work without the gadget? How does that boss fight work? Because an essential part of that boss fight is stunning it using the gadget. And that's like really important, because that... Setek Renut. I fought this boss once before, months ago. I don't know this boss's mechanics. All I remember is that it flies around and there's an achievement for causing swirls or something. I don't remember its mechanics. So, having an Aeon Blight Drake, Aeon Blight Drake is literally my damage tester. Raiden can take an Aeon Blight Drake in 20 seconds. So, it's the level 90-ish one, in the overworld one in just 20 seconds. So an Aeon Blight in here shouldn't be a problem. But that's not on Raiden's side. Also, thing about Ruined Serpent is it has an attack where it sweeps in a massive circle. I feel like that would cover the entire Abyss Arena, which also scares me. But I think I'm gonna keep to what we've been doing. No, that's wrong. Also, Chevreuse is literally the strongest buffer in the game. She is. At C6. At C6, she's straight up better than Farina. It's pretty funny. would love to make a DPS official. If official wasn't a bow character, I can make a DPS official using Chevres. Max health might actually be good. How much elemental skill damage do we have across these two teams? Respectful bit. Okay, let's go for it.
Illusion shattered. Justice will prevail. Drop your weapons. Teamwork is dreamwork. Hey, yeah. At the right hand, into the fire. Now you shall perish. There is no escape. Why do they never miss? Everybody stand back. You asked for it. Stop right there. Drop your weapons. Boba, get them. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh, I look at the fucking enemy list, probably. That probably helped. Probably a good idea.
Justice will prevail. Stop right there. Final warning. I'm going in. Let's light it up. Eat this. At the right pit. Shine down.
This might one shot. Oh no, it doesn't. These guys tank Electro really well, unfortunately.
Nice and spicy.
Wow. They got some Electro verse going on. Okay.
You asked
Fine.
for it. Drop your weapons. Final warning. Teamwork is dreamwork. You're toast. At the right pit. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Go for it. Okay. That's not great. We are not going to 36 star.
Hey.
Raven is it?
Share my knowledge.
That's another thing. This boss fight just has like loads of animations
Right
to
here.
make it take longer.
Emerge.
Like that.
Set that oversight on my
So that's pretty mean, I think.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine. Right here.
Be sanctified.
I see everything. Emerge. Right now.
I do not think I will retry for the
Yourselves at home. Committed to
36 star.
Silence. The tides beckon.
Well, could make it here. No. No, of course not. If he hadn't left, we can make it. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. If he hadn't left there, we make it. That's fucking hilarious. It's just because the boss has a fucking gimmick where it phases out of the world. Oh, fuck. It's fine. I've done it once, I don't care anymore.
Your journey ends
Some
here,
target practice.
Lord of
Nice
Sand.
and light.
Your
Stop right
Alright,
sacrifice is ready.
don't remember what the next enemy is,
Where do you think?
and I'm all out after this.
Hands where I can stand down. Drop your weapon. Do not attempt to resist.
Okay.
Illusion shattered. I'm going in. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Eat this. Now you shall perish.
The golden
Why do you feel like Lighton's first went away so early?
Stop right there. Care for a dance. You asked for it. Dance with me. There is no escape. Teamwork is dreamwork. The show's only just begun. At the right hand. Inazuma shines eternal. not done with the curtain. The eternal oasis at long last.
Alright. That went fine, mate.
Hey!
Alright, how the fuck do you work?
Time to shine. Right here, emerge.
Ah, you do.
Temple of Wisdom.
You're a fan, huh? You fuckers
Bow
friends?
your head, let the mighty be humbled.
Right now, emerge. Right
Fucking
now.
fight me, you coward.
Everyone hold it. Strike a pose. Let the world come alive. Emerge.
I
Right
just
now.
love
Right
not
here.
getting to play the game.
The tides beckon.
Right now. Right here. Let my name echo in song. Make yourselves at home.
What a brilliant boss fight.
Settle down.
Oh,
I see everything. Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Bow your head.
Everyone hold it. Hey! Yoo-hoo! Right now. Emerge.
Silence, be sanctified.
Everyone hold hands. Let the world collide. Grow, grow. Right now. Shower me with
why did you switch to Farina? I didn't press Farina's button. Oh my fucking god. I didn't actually press Farina's button. I genuinely didn't. Well, that might not be a Genshin thing, but that's a general PlayStation issue that happens all the fucking time.
emerge. Right now. Right here.
Bow your head.
Fuck's sake. So 2 fucking bosses which just leave the map when they feel like it. So yeah, Hyper Bloom is not a good idea against those bosses. Aeon Blight Drake. No one charge attack damage. This doesn't benefit Raiden, but this is just healing. Aeon Blight Drake. How much damage does Drake deal? Should I pick this just to be safe? Because I don't feel like this is going to do a lot of this fight. Oh no, it's going to be Novelet against Aeon Blight. Novelet can just keep his distance. Actually, no, okay. Just, I don't want to fail.
Illusion shot. Hands where I can see 'em. Final warning. Everybody stand back. Adventure time. Eat this. Boba, get them.
Why
Shine down.
does
Now you shall
Raiden
perish.
keep getting staggered? Why does it feel like
Drop your weapons.
everyone's
Final
verse
warning.
duration changes to be
I'm
completely
going
different
in.
every time?
Let's light it.
I use this.
Nice and spicy. There is no escape. Drop your weapons. Hands where I can see them. Boba, get them. Let's light it up. Shine down. Final warning. Teamwork is dreamwork. You're toast. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal! Out of the frying pan, into the... Drop your weapons! Let's light it up! Shine down!
Okay. Downblight Drake.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Thankfully,
Yoo-hoo!
used this some nice start time.
Right here.
He's immediately gone into gear.
Tides beckon.
I didn't know he could do that. He also immediately moved outside of Raiden's damage. Raiden? Yeah, he's damage range. That attack is why
Silence.
Hey,
that attack right there is why I went for a defense bonus, but
Shower me with praise!
I overestimated it.
everyone hold it.
Oh, fully good.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Right here.
Make yourselves at home.
It almost feels like the game knows when you're using like anything range based like that, and deliberately goes out of its way to move the enemy to be outside of range when they usually wouldn't.
Everyone hold it.
Emerge. Right here. Right now. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Come on, 8 seconds. By 1 second. 1 fucking second. Ah, of course. Of course, last week I only got 36 star by 1 second. Well, 6 stars is still very good on it. I mean, like any stars at all. If you can clear floor 12, really good job. Even if you get 0 stars, that's a really good job, because floor 12 is just fucking obscene. And don't let anyone tell you that floor 12 is easy. It is not easy, it is absurdly fucking difficult. It is reasonable to play the game for years and not be able to clear floor 12 because of how fucking absurd it is. What? Oh, EM piece. Oh yeah, I got a birthday cake from the game. XP books, great. How much more do I have now? How much more do you get from this? Ah,
Osmanthus wine take.
right. Pretty good at this one.
Solidify.
The apprentice is on in what, a little over an hour? No one's watching this. But I'm probably not going to be able to stream for the next month or two because uni work is fucking absurd. The amount of work they've given us. First term we had half of September, October, November and December. So that's 3.5 months. This term we have half of January, February, March. So they've taken away 1 month off of our time. They've taken away over a quarter, about 30% of our time. In exchange, they've more than doubled workload. More than doubled. We have 4 modules. In term 1, we had to make a visual novel game for 1 module. For another module, we had to do a 1,500 word essay, which is not very hard, but the hard part is finding sources the academics like. Like 1,500 words essay is pretty easy. You can write in a couple hours. Depending on subject, even less than an hour, quite frankly. The hard part is the research. Yeah, so visual novel game that took like fucking 30 hours to make.
Where do you want to go next?
An essay. We had to make 3D models, model them, UV unwrap them, and then go into Substance Painter and paint them and render them. And what the fuck even is the other one? Essay, visual novel, 3D modeling. What am I? How am I forgetting one of my 4 modules? Oh yeah, coding. Coding portfolio, P5JS coding portfolio, bunch of very basic tasks. Basically just plagiarise the teacher, they didn't mind. And then one like big coding project. Okay, so this time the coding project has been expanded. Instead of making like Pong, just recreating Pong, we now have to recreate like the classical Zelda games as a browser game. Honestly, I don't think the computer's going to be able to handle that. Just, I mean, they can't handle that stuff in like a browser. I tried. my game in the first term broke down because the browser was just physically incapable of doing the math required for my game. Yeah, so stepping up the game. For 3D modeling, instead of now doing 3 models, we have to
Osmanthus
do
wine
7.
tastes the same as I remember.
7, and on top of that,
But
do a
where are
3D
those
environment to go alongside it. We have to do a panorama. Panorama? Diorama. We have to make a diorama with 7 assets in it. So that's triple the work, with 1 less month to do it. And the game engine's one, we have to make either an escape room or a walking simulator game, which might as well be the same thing. I think it was an escape room or something else. I'm pretty sure it's a walking simulator. Is that the escape room is probably the better safe bet. It'll probably be a smaller project. That's compared to making a visual novel. Actually, depending on certain factors, I don't think we have to design the assets for that one. I think we can borrow the assets. So actually, that one might be easier than the first term one, maybe? I don't know. Let's see when to get to it. And instead of having a 1,500 word essay, we have a 2,000 word essay, and we have to make a blog online as we progress through the module, and we have to make a interactive digital narrative. Granted,
Osmanthus wine.
my teacher basically told me today like my idea for a digital narrative was too big, and I need to like downscale it. So by the sounds of it, it doesn't have to be big. They read my synopsis, which I posted on my blog, on my alternate YouTube channel, which they also told me I shouldn't do it via YouTube, I should do it on Tumblr, so that's great. I guess I'm just going to close down that YouTube channel. I love the profile picture I made for it though, in like 40 seconds. Where the fuck was I? Yeah, I showed them my video, and I showed them the plot synopsis slide, and they said your plot synopsis is longer than like the actual the word count, the number of words on the screen. They said for my plot synopsis was more than the word count for a project. Which is pretty funny, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna, I think, start working on it. I'm gonna make 3D models next week, I think. I probably won't fucking text with them. We have to make a fucking pitch about our diorama project in class or something? I don't know, I wasn't there for the lesson and the teacher didn't decide to send me a brief or anything about it. So I'm going to have to ask them in class about that. But yeah, basically, so much shit going on that I don't feel like I'll be able to stream at all. It's sounding like I'm probably going to be heading to uni at 10 o'clock every day, catching my train at 10:07 every day, and coming back home at past 5 o'clock every single day for the next, until April. The due dates for assignments vary. The pitch is on February 20th. The diorama is due mid or late March. Was it like the 24th of March or something like that? Or was it the 16th? I feel like something was on the 16th. Better not be the fucking 16th. That's really fucking mean. They gave us a whole... They gave us over a month. Ugh. It's ridiculous. That's the thing about uni. The most valuable thing really it gives you, I wouldn't call it valuable. I wouldn't call it valuable. I'd say the most meaningful challenge they give you is just meeting deadlines. That's it. They're basically useless for anything else. You're paying them to give you deadlines. That's what you're paying for at uni. Don't do it. It's ridiculous. Down with institutions. Don't give them the power that they crave. It's really cool. You can actually glide from here to Fontaine. I would really like that as like an unconventional way to just enter an area. I don't know what to do now. Yeah, I want to run the Ganyu team for exploration just because Ganyu. Ganyu's skin is really tempting. It is. The only reason really why I don't immediately buy it is, first of all, you can't even tell Ganyu has her hair tied back from the front. You can hardly see a difference. And number two, also just, like, look at Ketching's dress. Like, this is Ketching's regular outfit, and this is her lantern light. It's a completely different dress. It's completely different. Except actually for, like, some of the back hair. There's, like, two tails, so both there. But otherwise, it is actually a completely different dress. Whereas for Ganyu, it is actually much closer to just being a recolor. So it also gives it a little bit less appeal. Am I going to buy it? If I used Ganyu more, if I used Ganyu in the Abyss, I would still buy it. But I don't. That's, yeah. Ganyu in the Abyss. This team, the problem with this team, no shielder. Kirara does not have enough Dendro application, and she also doesn't give Nahida's EM buff. So Kirara does give the security having a shield, but in exchange it's a pretty severe damage loss, I think. Not to mention her personal damage is also lower than Nahida. And also, of course, replacing Nahida with John Lee. But then I'm then effectively just willingly running a worse Raiden team. The thing which sucks about it is my Ganyu does not have a lot of room for growth. My Ganyu is pretty damn well built, actually. Although this artifact can't... I mean, it can get better, definitely. But it looks bad. It looks like a bad artifact. But this is actually a pretty damn good artifact. Relatively speaking, like, I mean, it's 1 crit damage with 1 crit damage roll. Can I get a better... Okay. Oh, 21% defense? Jesus Christ. Why do I have this locked? No. Defense. For some reason, my Wondrous Troop things are just really fucking bad. My Wondrous Troop... Oh. My Wondrous Troop artifacts are really bad for some reason. Yeah. That's acceptable. Crit damage. Well, yeah, that is acceptable. Now give me crit damage. Yep. Yeah, I saw that coming. Wondrous Troop. Attack percent. Oh, did I go for the wrong one? No. Oh, we just have 2 identical artifacts. Oh, sweet. Like, the perfect Ganyu artifact is attack, crit rate, crit damage, EM, ER. Defense. So we have, in all of this time, this is the best I can do. This is her goblet. The EM makes up for the other stats being lackluster. This should have crit damage on it, but again there's no big shit here. This is actually an awkward thing. Grinding Wondrous Troop is actually... There isn't an artifact. There should be an artifact domain for Wondrous Troop and Gladiators. So I get that you get them from bosses, but you are exchanging 40 resin, and you will own... I don't think you can get 2 5-star artifacts to drop from bosses. It's only ever 1. And you can just get Gladiators and that would be completely wasted. There isn't a better set for Melt Ganyu, is there? I think if I use Ganyu, I want it to be a Melt Ganyu as well. Just because Freeze doesn't work against bosses. I think Freeze, they should buff Freeze. Cryo right now is like regarded as being like a weak element, I think. I think a good way to buff Cryo would be to make Freeze not freeze bosses, but it should do something. Like bonus damage, or if you make it so it freeze instead acts like melt on bosses or something. I don't know. But just have it is the one reaction in the entire game which has no effect on bosses. Every single other reaction in the game translates exactly the same to bosses. Except for freeze. And hell, freezing a boss wouldn't even be that OP in a lot of situations. Hell, it could actually be to your detriment. If you like froze a boss, if you have a boss which is supposed to have like a seahorse, where you have to take out its little electro reaction weak point on its like nipples. If you like froze it and you couldn't do that anymore, then you'd actually be putting you at a disadvantage, kind of. Yeah. Okay. Attack. EM. Correct. Of course, we could run a freeze set. Effect set recommendations. Yeah, of course. Oh, see, I do not have Blizzard Strayer. I just don't. I haven't farmed it. Yeah, I want Melt Garnu because big numbers. The other thing is, of course, I intend to get Ayaka, and Ayaka is tragically a direct upgrade to Garnu. There's something, honestly, like, again, Genshin doesn't, like, want to give buffs or nerfs to characters. I'm pretty sure, like, the only time in Genshin history a character actually received a buff was John Lee. And the only time a character ever received a nerf was Fischl, back when she gave, like, way too many energy particles. Which is understandable, because that was genuinely a bug. Well, I've seen clips of that, I think that's crazy. That's like the only time I've ever genuinely actually, like, changed the character's kit post-release. I think Garnu deserves... But the thing is about Garnu is that she isn't behind the meta or anything in terms of damage output. In fact, she has crazy fucking good damage output. This Garnu, my Garnu, when running with Nahida and the burn setup, when that burn setup works, Garnu deals over 100,000 damage per charge shot. 100,000 per hit. She's basically hitting Raiden's burst every single hit. Right? She does real chunky damage. The problem is that she just doesn't have the comfort. The problem with her, with Garnu, is that you have to aim, you have to not get interrupted, and you need to hold down that shot for the 2 seconds-ish that it takes to charge. And then, if you want to optimize your DPS, you also need to get into a really good rhythm and muscle memory of knowing the moment to release your shot. Although, I could be faster. And that takes a focus and a learning curve greater than that for most characters in the game. And she just doesn't give you enough payoff for it. So I feel like one of two things could be done for her. One thing could be, whilst her skill is active, she has interruption resistance. So, for the 6 seconds duration of her skill, she cannot be interrupted when charging shots. That gives her guaranteed 3 shots for 6 seconds. Well, not even guaranteed. It would be just barely. You will make 3 shots. It's highly unlikely you won't, but it's possible you could get interrupted. I would either do that and or just reduce her charge time. Back when Genshin first came out, her long charge was pretty fair. It made a lot of sense. Now, this man exists. This man exists now, and we know what John Lee's charge time is like. I mean, Garnu's C1, C2, and C6 are the 3 best ones. There's also this other thing where, Back when the game released, these constellations were always for skill and burst. Now they've started introducing normal attack constellations. Obviously, I can get why they wouldn't change it now, because people spent money to get these constellations. So I'm fine with it. It's just like, with benefit of hindsight, why the fuck? Trail Julian does not need an extra 3 levels. It doesn't. Yeah, but yeah. This team is really... This is actually like a pretty good team right, this right here. I mean, replace Yai with Raiden for even better Hyper Boom. Also, I feel like another buff which could be done to her which would affect her. I feel like Superconduct should buff pyro damage as well as physical. But that's it. I don't think anyone would say that's too powerful. For one problem with doing this kind of teleport stuff is now I don't know where to go. Oh, you know what? This team is actually like really strong for exploration. It kicks ass. Challenge summary. This is the previous one. Just here's the numbers. Does that count Novelet's self-damage? Also, strongest single strike Hu Tao with 130. Raiden in this abyss should beat that. But yeah, just look at this progression. Ah, Fishbill. Yeah, pulling for Novelet. Well, I mean, I didn't pull for Novelet. I was pulling for Fischl C6. And in that process, I got Hu Tao C1 and Novelet. It would have been even better if I got Novelet C1, but that's fine. I do intend to pick up Novelet C1 next time he comes around. Novelet C6 also eventually. I do love Novelet. I don't think he's as busted as other people say. I think Novelet, damage-wise, isn't quite the top. It's because he's Hydro that he's really good. Because he then has access to Hydro reactions like Hyper Bloom. Well, Hyper Bloom technically isn't Hydro. Like Novelet would be a way weaker character if he was Geo. Way weaker. But he also has a lot of comfort with him, of course, entirely self-sustaining. But pulling Kim was like the best accident to happen to my account. I feel like my account is actually really good. Oh, Kole. Oh dear. And Jean. Geo Traveler. Ah, so cute. Back then. Oh dear. Fuck. Really? 12 stars. So did I get... Huh. Whatever. 25. So I very quickly hit 27 stars. And again, like right here, we hit 27 stars in the 8th month of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. August. So in August, I hit 27 stars. Hell, in June, I hit 25. Just a little bit extra speed, that could be in 27. That, like, 25 stars, might as well just round it up to 27. Like, so that's 4 stars on everything but floor 12. How long did it take to get 36 stars? So it's 6 months, okay? 2023, June, it took 7 months. Oh, hello. It took 7 months to get 36 star after my first ever 27 star, basically. That just goes to show how ridiculous floor 12 is and how massive of a jump it is. I do agree with the... Also, there's the boycott going on right now. That's another reason why I haven't bought the Garnier skin. I'm a little bit less serious about the boycott. The thing is, I do agree with the points, but also... Genshin does make a lot of money. They can make some concessions. But there are also the people... People seem to... I think a lot of the people that are protesting don't realise that they have gambling addictions. I think they have gambling addictions, so they don't realise it. They're asking Genshin to let them gamble more. Like, yeah, the game should be more generous, but there's more to the game than wishing. I think it should be less protesting about the fact you get 3 wishes for 3 years, and more, hey, let's get a slightly less absurd version of the Abyss. Like, Star Rail has several endgame activities, apparently. Let's get triple banners, let's get fucking, Dorman Port, which the leakers said would happen months ago. I mean, like, in this update, Chenyu Vale so far has been fucking amazing. It is beautiful. Great music, visually stunning, and, new exploration mechanics which are really fucking nice. Chenyu Vale is fucking lovely. Chest. But yeah, I do get a process. I'm not about to stop playing the game. I was already intending to go free to play-ish, at least semi free to play. But of course, the thing is with Genshin, it's very clear that the problem is just the higher-ups that want money. Like, it's fucking China, and it's a gacha game.
Access denied. Hey!
There's no way to stop them. It isn't gonna happen. Okay.
I see everything. Born of ice and frost.
Have a taste.
Emerge.
Perhaps whoever left these behind
Well,
was
so it's dual
also
sigil is going
fulfilling
to
the
get us a
contract.
lot more. The thing is, Genshin's actual developers are extremely fucking talented, except with dialogue writing. The thing, that is something which takes time to master and also just draft and redraft and storyboard and themes and fucking future planning, character arcs and shit. They don't have the time under the gacha model. That's the thing about Genshin. Alright, I'll continue what I was saying before that. If I can remember it. Like, Genshin clearly has some really talented, really passionate developers which want to make a kick-ass game. And they're talented to be able to push out this much content this often. And recently, Genshin's been doing some really innovative stuff. Fontaine, story-wise, has been fantastic. Exploration of Fontaine is fucking brilliant. They really put out some really fucking good shit. And I don't think people should be demeaning that. We shouldn't forget about that. Protest the higher-ups, but stress that it is the higher-ups. We don't want to punish the regular devs that are doing a damn good job because of the higher-ups being bad at handling gacha rewards. But again, like, rewards are not everything. I think it is more important that we get triple banners. Way more important. I even think at this point you could absolutely justify quadruple banners already. But we aren't even at triple yet. If we don't get triple banners next patch, we are going to have a problem. I think that at the absolute most, it should take a character 6 months to rerun. I can make an exception for the Archons, that's it. The Archons obviously are premium characters, even amongst 5 stars. I'm okay with that, that kind of just makes sense. And that kind of makes that inherently just makes the Archons feel better when you play them, because you feel exotic. Back when fucking exotic weapons in Destiny actually meant something. It actually felt good to have one. That's pretty brutal. Oh. Scratch my face,
Treasure.
Also, the Premium Gems rewards are better than the rest of Lira. That chest was high up. There are much more pressing issues, and people are like mentioning those things, but the main thing people are pissed off about is the free fates. I think there are bigger problems, because the free fates aren't a fundamental issue with the game. It's not at all. And yet, this patch is already extremely fucking generous. This patch is fucking crazy. It is fucking stacked. Pretty sure it's well over 100 wishes for free in this patch. So you get plenty. We are already eating really good this patch. It's like I'm alright with it. I would definitely like more. More free rates. There's no reason not to give us more. Genshin can afford to lose the money. Genshin can afford to give us a free 5-star, a free event 5-star. not just a standard 5-star. Where they should also do that, like Star Rail has. But also, fucking Star Rail is at 300 standard wishes. I feel like... Have I even done 300 standard wishes in Genshin? I don't think so. What have I gotten out of standard banner? 1 Gene, 1 Catching, and 2 Skyward Atlases. That is at absolute most 360. So even then, like, the 300 that everyone says is really good, that you get that in Star Rail, most people are not going to ever reach that. I didn't mean to switch to a scene, but I wanted to let them in. She looks really nice. How's the team got drip? I'm really tempted to pull for her. Really tempting. Because of how fun gamming is to play. I don't know this person. Where was I? Oh, thing. I assume rain EVs.
There is no escape! Stop right there! Shine down!
I'm not against the protests, but a lot of it is really fucking childish. I still fucking hate Tectone. Because he looks like he's far too fucking old to be playing this game. And also, just the way he acts online, he looks like he's in his 30s. I don't know how old he is. I'm not going to look up how old he is. But to me, he looks like he's in his 30s, yet he acts like a fucking 12-year-old, let's be honest. There's always these kind of people who act like they're super mature about controversy and shit. Fucking so many cases of that in the Warframe community. But of course they're actually pricks. They're just as rotten as everyone else. I would say he's one of them. Lots of problems with lots of Genshin creators. Only one I like really is Jello Impact. TGS, oh, I hate that guy. Because he's the most raw primal form of a fucking meta slave. And the problem, people actually like him, I think, and take him seriously. But he's just kind of wrong on a lot of stuff. But people act like he's right, and he doesn't take a lot of things into account. So I don't like him. Again, I pulled for Farina because of his video, but I've been very disappointed with Farina for a long time. I'm not disappointed with Farina anymore, but only after a lot of work and a lot of time, and because of very specific characters I am.
Take them. I have no need.
Yeah, don't like TGS either. The only one I like is Jello Impact. Because I feel like his videos are genuinely informative, they're realistic. He's a good personality. He's just good. He's good all around. He's one guy I like. Xiox I have some mixed feelings on. I haven't watched enough of Xiox to say. Where was I? Like, Tectone, I think, is one of those hate flicks YouTubers, like Life of Rio, Rahatelius, lots of those in fucking Warframe. Just, like now, there's been a controversy with some cunt
Is it what you
who
wish to
promoted
find?
a boosting
Hopefully
scam
the excitement
website.
of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile
I'm
experience.
surprised people don't talk about Rahatelius much anymore, but he was fucking... Oh dear. It's been a while, so I mean, I don't want to say anything concrete about him, like defend him and say this is correct. But I mean, he was guilty of everything DE said he was when they started, like, banning him or whatever the fuck. Like, he did some harsh fucking witch hunting and was extremely fucking rude, from what I remember. Not to mention just kind of lying. No, I'm glad he's gone. Oh, that's that fire pylon challenge. I need to get back to it. But yeah, where was I with Genshin? The talented developers putting out quality content very often. The dual nature of a gacha system. The gacha system is very problematic for Genshin Impact, because as I've talked about many times before, because of the gacha system, we spend a limited amount of time with each character. See what happens in the middle there. That's a fun bit. I really hope these things get patched. They've been in the game for a while now, and they haven't been patched, which worries me. What the fuck is happening?
Settle down.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
I'm assuming we unlock the new fountain-like thing just by doing those quests. I don't feel like doing quests. There's pretty much uni work to do quests. You get home and you just want to go to sleep.
Settle down.
Don't go to uni. Don't. You don't need it. Amber. First time using Amber in half a year. I have come around on Amber to a point where I would consider using her if she didn't have a shit kit. What is taking this guy so long? I thought it would be like 5 minutes, like most people, but no, he's been there for fucking half an hour. Keep getting sidetracked and almost forgetting what I'm saying. That'd be a bad idea. Like animation as well. The gacha system impedes gaming in a lot of ways. It makes it so more realistically, it abuses FOMO, it abuses gambling, etc., etc. But on the flip side, without the gacha system, Genshin wouldn't be able to be what it is. You cannot update a game this fucking frequently. Like this, without a gacha system. Not even Fortnite is able to do this shit, I don't think. So, like, I think we need to decide if it's even worth it. If it's worth it to have gacha, but in exchange, as much content output of stellar quality as Genshin gets. Again, Genshin is just straight up better than Zelda Breath of the Wild. Don't know about Tears of the Kingdom, haven't played it yet. Probably never going to get around to playing it. I have it. I got it on launch day. Haven't taken it out of the box yet. Breath of the Wild is considered like one of the best games ever made, at least by my uni professors, so... If Genshin is better than it, why does that make Genshin?
Time to go.
Do you have a quest? No? There's a bunch of like weird random requests around. Now, I haven't quite made up my mind yet on whether or not I like the gacha system. Because the thing is, it becomes more and more problematic the more you play it. That's the unfortunate thing about Genshin. The longer you play it, the more sick you're going to get of having to wait for resin. The more sick you're going to get of having to wait for counter reruns. Waiting for Nilou's rerun is driving me fucking insane. It really is, especially since I know it's still, at the very least, it's still going to be another 40 days. At the very least, another 40 days.
Follow the wind.
I'm going to be dead before Nilou Banner comes out. I'm really absent-minded because I'm trying to think about what I'm talking about. That's the thing, like, the first 1,000 hours of my time with Genshin were fucking brilliant. So Genshin has given me plenty of the best hours I've had with games. It reignited the joy of classic Warframe for me. of back when I was playing Warframe in fucking 2016, and 2017 and 2018, on my first couple thousand hours. But I will say though, of course, I have 1,000, almost 300 hours in Genshin. It is definitely, it has gotten older faster than Warframe did, but obviously there's potentially a myriad of reasons for that, which aren't necessarily Genshin's fault. So, and Warframe is just the best free-to-play game ever made. I mean, what was it contesting with? I don't think many rational people will contest that unless there's just some like obvious game I'm forgetting. Destiny 2 doesn't even count as free to play, and Destiny 2 is one of the worst games ever made, it's not one of the best. So, Ben, oh god, fucking hate people that act like Destiny isn't the worst game ever made. What's going on here? Okay, good. Go on, left.
Follow the wind.
So I have many mixed feelings, because the gacha system, it almost feels like a end justify the means question prompt.
Time to go.
Make an extremely high quality game with lots of content, but gambling. It's absolutely chested back here. What is taking so long? What was I gonna say? I think what people should focus on pushing for right now is triple banners. We need triple banners. We need them. The longer we go without triple banners, the worse FOMO is going to get. And just the general player experience. Because the longer it takes you to get your desired characters, the worse the game is. I got pretty damn lucky in that my first banner was Nahida, and the banner like straight after that was Ganyu. I got my two most desired characters back to back, and I managed to get them in a pretty decent amount of pools as well. I got very lucky in that. I had a very good early game experience because of that. newer players won't even have a fucking chance at something like that. It'll just take so fucking long for characters to come back around nowadays. Again, I think a fascinating part of Genshin is how your experience of a game completely changes simply based on when you started playing. Which is why I would actually want the banner system to be preserved. I am okay with event banners being a thing because of that way it does that. It has that interesting effect, which is pretty unique for a video game as far as I'm aware. But of course there should be very much a limit on it so that it doesn't become fucking stupid. And I do think it is in danger of becoming fucking stupid.
Follow the wind. Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Oh my god, we have a lot of premos. Already on 21 premos. When this update started, I think I had like 2 wishes. So it's been a day and a half and I've already gained 21 wishes. And Lantern Light hasn't even started yet. I don't know when it's going to start. I'm not paying attention to that stuff. But I am at a point with Genshin where the thing is, I have a problem. And my problem is that I don't want to keep spending money on Genshin because it doesn't, I've spent enough. It doesn't make sense to spend this much money on one game. But on the flip side, I didn't get to fucking play other games anymore because of uni, and that's a problem which will only get worse over time, and I know that for a fact. So, almost the rational thing to do is to continue investing in Genshin. Actually, that's the fucking thing. Logically, I should just wail because I have 50 fucking games that I've spent hundreds of pounds on in total and haven't played. They couldn't have heard me for any of that, could they? Like, I've spent all this money on other games and they've just gone into a fucking backlog. And I don't want to give up Genshin for them, not because I'm fucking like addicted to Genshin or anything, but because I like Genshin. So this is genuinely one of the best games I've ever played. Gameplay-wise and exploration-wise. Narratively, there were some scruples. And specific production animations. But Genshin has really fucking good gameplay and really good exploration, really good content output, and it's all consistently respectable quality. But I'm at a point where like I want to play Alan Wake 2, but I'm not gonna be able to play Alan Wake 2. I don't have the time to. I don't. But I do have the time to gamble for more characters on Genshin. So it unfortunately kind of made sense for me to actually just continue putting money into Genshin. And so I don't know what to do anymore.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
This is not Genshin's fault, this is University's fault. It's the way the fucking world is. I wanna buy the Batman Returns arc and then replay the Arkham series because of what happened with the Suicide Squad game. I've been wanting to talk about that all stream. I don't know if I'll start now. So I don't know if I'm done talking about the nature of Genshin's gacha system yet. I have to go in like 10 minutes anyway. What's exploration percent looking like? 50%. Also, like, I really want to get Chiori. Just Chiori. God damn, dude. If there's one Genshin character I would confess to being down bad for, it's Yamito. But secondly, it's Chiori. And thirdly, it's Neuvillette. I mean, I really want to pull Chiori. Wait, let me rephrase. I really want to pull for Chiori. I didn't even mean to do it. That just slipped out. I really want to pull for Chiori because I want to start pulling characters. But I don't need to pull characters for like them being super strong anymore. I want characters which can still. They need to be viable. I want them to contribute to like my existing teams or make new ones. But I'm willing to take like a slight dip in strength in exchange for a character I like who is really fun. Absolutely, I'm willing to do that. I don't know what Chiori's kit is. I think it leaked. And I know TGS made a video about it. I'm not gonna watch the video though. I put a comment on one of TGS's videos where he said Neuvillette Hyperbloom isn't worth it, and I just thought, what? What the fuck do you mean is not worth it? What do you mean?
It's so nice.
And I get that, yeah, if your Neuvillette is C6R5, it isn't worth it. I agree. You're a fucking whale. No matter what, I'm not going to weigh out on Genshin to that extent. Right? And so that experience isn't valid, quite frankly. But I mean, obviously, when the character is scaling off of raw damage, and then you add in Hyperbloom, which is a kind of a static damage, like there's a limit on how much EM and how much your level can increase.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the
and the enemy's
heartbeat of the world.
Whereas Neuvillette, you know, you get what I mean. But the thing is that my main point is that in the video that he provided, whilst he was talking about Neuvillette Burgeon or Hyperbloom, because both Burgeon and Hyperbloom actually, I've found this out recently, they actually deal with the same amount of damage. Just Burgeon does in AoE, whereas Hyperbloom also does in AoE, but just a very small one after it does its Seeking attack. Which makes me really want to make a Hyperbloom Venti. I would love that. Right, I doubt that's going to work out there. It could be fun. Well, like, my problem with him is that in the video he says it's not worth it. Meanwhile, in the clip that he is saying it is not worth it, in the clip he provided, the Burgeon damage is out-damaging his Neuvillette. It is straight up dealing more damage than his Neuvillette is. His C6R5 Neuvillette. Well, I don't know Neuvillette's exact setup, but I know it's a C6 Neuvillette, I'm pretty sure. I know what weapon he was using, and I don't remember if he was using Farina to buff him. But either way, he has Novelet, and I'm pretty sure Nahida and Dea. I don't know who the last party member was,
so
but
nice to de-stress.
whatever. And in that clip, the clip where he was saying Burgeon isn't worth it, the Burgeon was dealing more damage than Novelet, and I know, obviously, again, like what I just said about how Novelet scales compared to how a Burgeon would scale. But if the Burgeon is dealing more damage than Novelet, the hyper carry, I think that's fair to say it is probably at least viable and worth using and pretty valuable. I would dare to say it proves it's a really damn good setup for him, especially if you're not gonna fucking C6 R5 him like a fucking whale. I posted that comment under his video. I said, hey, this clip is bullshit. Stop fucking lying. And he responded to me saying, no. He responded to my comment saying, no, I'm right, you're wrong. Fuck you. And I'm like, your own evidence proves you wrong. And he just didn't care. And I'm like, okay, cool. Fuck you. I don't know why people act like that. Why? Why do you have to be so fucking immature? Like, I didn't, when I'm saying fuck you, I didn't actually say fuck you to him, I'm saying it right now. Look, why does he have something against Hyperbloom? Why is he acting like that? Is it kind of just some elitist sense he wants to put something down so he can put himself up? I get it. I mean, Novelet Hyperbloom is fucking crazy. It's really good. Yeah, my Novelet is a really well built Novelet. Real crazy. This is really damn good. Very few people can build their Novelets as well as this. Fucking TGS, man. So obnoxious. Where was I before that? Oh my god. Yeah, TGS made the video on Geo. I haven't watched the video and I don't want to give him views because I don't like him. I hope she's good, and I hope the thing is, the fact that she's running basically confirms Nilu won't run, because it just means it's gonna be Fury, Albedo, Ito, and then we aren't gonna get triple banners next match. They're never gonna give us triple banners, and they're not gonna do it. I don't think so. People need to put more pressure on specifically triple banners. I gotta go, couple minutes. Like, there's one slot left there. That could be Nilu. If we do get triple banners, then there's 3 slots for Nilu. Yeah? Can I do maths? Yes. Yes, there would be 3 open slots which Nilu could be in if we do get triple banners. I really like Fury, but nothing's getting in the way of me getting Nilu. I also really am interested in Jinyun and Gaming, but nothing's getting in the way of my Nilu. So... That's the other thing. I feel like also, it would be nicer of Genshin if they just announced banners further in advance. Is that too much to ask? Because leakers can only be taken with a grain of salt. Again, they've been really massively wrong about lots of things recently. Again, Dorman Port, they were adamant for like months about Dorman Port coming with Venti's rerun, and it just didn't happen. And no one seems to be mentioning that. I hope all leakers were saying that Dorman Port was a thing of being like picked out of the leaker community or whatever. It's so tempting to go for Nahida constellations. Nahida C2, man. I think this, combine this with Raiden C2, does that like stack in a really good way? It sounds like it does. Burning can get crits. I didn't realise burning could crit. Oh, that's interesting.
Commit it to memory.
Do I have anything more to say? I've lost track of what I'm saying so many times and tried to get back. I'm struggling. I didn't even do anything that intensive at uni today. It's just so fucking tiring to go to uni. Batman getting killed is so fucking stupid. The character assassinated him. Kevin Conroy, that shouldn't have been his last performance as Arkham Batman. Makes no sense for Batman to be killed that way. He's the main character of that franchise. They character assassinated him in that they made him stupid into falling into Brainiac's trap. Listen to the audio logs that explain how Justice League got caught. It's fucking ridiculous. They also character assassinated Superman by making him a fucking idiot and making him peer pressure through the rest of the Justice League by basically telling them they're racist if they don't fall into Brainiac's trap, which is fucking hilarious. And that's an actual thing that Superman did in that universe to get the entire Justice League killed.
We're way behind schedule.
That did happen. Superman says, yeah, he showed up in his skull ship, but like that doesn't necessarily mean he's evil. We should be diplomatic. Yeah, that's that.